Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. I hope everybody is having a fantastic weekend, but it looks like the Democrats are on par to try to put Donald Trump in jail. And as a way of preparing to put Donald Trump in jail, they just introduced this new bill that looks to strip Donald Trump and any elected official who has been charged, or not charged, but convicted of a felony, strip them of Secret Service protection. This is something that I've talked about before, kind of imagining the image of Donald Trump in jail or prison with Secret Service. I always said that they would have to build a whole new jail, whole new prison in order to hold Donald Trump. And this is a nightmare. This is one of the reasons they really can't put Donald Trump in jail, because he would have to have Secret Service in with him the entire time. So they are trying to get rid of this little roadblock. And this probably won't pass because we do still have a majority. The Republicans have a majority in the House. But it kind of goes to show, where their mind frame is at right now. I believe that this is mostly a symbolic bill. These Democrats, they like to virtue signal to their side. And this is Benny Thompson's way of virtue signaling to his party. Like, I promise you, look at me. I'm such an anti-Trumper. I'm the most anti-Trumper Democrat on the Democrat side, I promise. I'm more anti-Trumper than any other anti-Trumper out there. And I'm so anti-Trumper that I'm going to propose this bill to strip him of needed protection. This is unprecedented. This is something that presidents have had for decades. But that all changes with Trump. All these rules, all of these precedents, they all go out the window whenever it comes to Donald Trump. Why? Because Donald Trump is a threat to their power. And these Democrats, they all want to virtue signal as to, how great they are and how they are the one that is really standing against Trump's quote unquote tyranny, when they themselves are actually the ones that are engaging in tyranny. But look at this. This is an article from Fox News. It says Democrats look to strip Secret Service protection from Trump if he is convicted. And it says the so-called Disgrace Act directly targets Trump, who is facing 91 felony charges in federal and state courts. Now, Democrats, they don't have to worry about, running into this problem here of being convicted of a felony. Why? Because Democrats are the ones that are actually, in fact, above the law. I mean, you saw what happened with Alejandro Mayorkas. They didn't even hold a trial for him in the Senate. And so they really don't have anything to worry about, because as long as they are in power, there is no accountability for them whatsoever. But House Democrats have introduced a bill that would strip Secret Service protection from convicted felons sentenced to prison, a move directly targeting former President Donald Trump, who is currently on criminal trial in New York City for alleged hush money payments he made during the 2016 election campaign, and faces several other cases which could land him behind bars. But Representative Benny Thompson of Mississippi, or is it Thompson? This individual right here, either way. Oh, look at him. Stern look, standing up for law and order and justice and the American way. Look at him. What a fantastic, stellar gentleman he is, standing against the tyranny of Donald Trump. But he is the former chair of the now disbanded January 6th Congressional Committee. Wow, what a surprise, huh? But he introduced this legislation that would automatically nix Secret Service protection for those who have been convicted of a federal or state felony that carries a minimum of 1 year prison term. The proposed bill is provocatively called the Denying Infinite Security and Government Resources Allocated Towards Convicted and Extremely Dishonorable, in parentheses, Disgraced Former Protectees Act. Wow, that is a very long name for the bill. Whatever happened to the names like Patriot Act? Huh. But Benny Thompson said, unfortunately, current law doesn't anticipate how Secret Service protection would impact the felony prison sentence of a protectee, even a former president. Oh, yeah. Unfortunately, we've got to address this, and we got to address this now. It is regrettable that it has come to this, but this previously unthought of scenario could become our reality. Oh no. The pearl clutching is absolutely insane. A so-called fact sheet accompanying Thompson's statements notes that Trump is facing an unprecedented 91 felony charges in federal and state courts, which have created a new exigency that Congress must address to ensure Secret Service protection does not interfere with the criminal judicial process and the administration of justice. The one-page document also states that the bill would apply to former President Trump. This is what the bill really was about the entire time. They didn't really care about anyone else. But whenever this was written, specifically, Donald Trump was in mind. But should he be convicted of a felony, as well as to all Secret Service protectees convicted and sentenced under felony charges? I wonder, does this one count right here? Look at this. Secret Service agents spent more than $4.5 million protecting Hunter Biden. Wow. While he was living in Malibu. And agents were staying in a $30,000 a month villa. Wow. Did they think of that? Because, I mean, you know, these Democrats, they really love to protect the Biden administration and the Biden family. Yeah. But it notes that current law does not contemplate how Secret Service security would be administered to a protectee serving jail time. And it therefore may pose logistical difficulties both to the Secret Service and prison authorities. And look at him just administering justice right here. He's very concerned with, an ex-president serving jail time and the fact that, wait a second, if an ex-president serves jail time, then the Secret Service would have to be in there with him. So we must introduce this bill to make sure that they are not. But the proposed bill, Thompson said, would avoid such complications with incarcerating former President Trump should he be ordered to serve jail time. Therefore, it is necessary for us to be prepared and update the law so the American people can be assured that protective status does not translate into special treatment. Yeah, as if Democrats don't get special treatment every single day. Mayorkas. Remember Mayorkas? No trial? Yeah, remember that? And that those who are sentenced to prison will indeed serve the time required of them. Well, it would also address suggestions that any potential conviction of Trump would likely result in some form of home confinement rather than prison time, given his Secret Service protection. This bill would remove the potential for conflicting lines of authority within prisons and allow judges to weigh the sentencing of individuals without having to factor in the logistical concerns of convicts with Secret Service protection, the document states. Secret Service protection is afforded to current presidents and their family members, as well as former presidents and other high-level officials. Protection also was expanded to major party presidential nominees following the assassination of Senator Robert F. Kennedy in 1968, although his son has not been provided with Secret Service protection for his 2024 independent run. Yes, that's right. The Biden DOJ is denying RFK Jr. Secret Service protection. Because why? Because he is a threat to them. Because RFK Jr., they're afraid that RFK Jr. is going to take votes away from Joe Biden. So therefore, they are not going to help him in any way, shape, or form. Even though, as a presidential nominee and as a serious contender, I mean, I guess you can say he's a serious contender. I mean, he's got a lot of support. He's a high-level public official. But no, they deny him Secret Service protection, another unprecedented move by the Biden DOJ. But as well as the hush money trial, Trump is charged in Georgia with trying to overturn the 2020 election in a racketeering case. He also has upcoming trials in Florida over his alleged hoarding of classified White House documents and in Washington, D.C., where he is accused of conspiring to overturn the results of his election loss. He has pleaded not guilty to all charges. And yes, Donald Trump is indeed not guilty. But yes, Democrats, once again, just showing their true colors. These Democrats, they have no class. They have no respect for precedent. They have no respect for the law. They will use their power, and quite frankly, they will use anything they can. Corruption, power, however they can turn it, they will use it. And all they care about is getting Trump. No matter how it happens, no matter what little thing that they can use to throw at him, they will use it. They've already tried to take him off the ballot in states. They are trying to put him in jail. They went after him for collusion. They went after him for sexual assault. They're going after him for questioning, some questionable things in the election. They're going after him for having classified documents that apparently he wasn't supposed to have. Doesn't matter how small the thing is, they will go after him over it. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Democrats are going to be able to strip Donald Trump of Secret Service protection? What do you think about this? And what do you think about the fact that, Hunter Biden still has Secret Service protection? They're not really going after Hunter Biden for that at all, are they? No. You don't see that happening, but I guess this is kind of par for the course for Democrats, right? Whenever you think that they can't go any lower, they stoop even lower. They set the bar so low that they can't even do limbo under it anymore. But let me know what you guys think. Like and subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. But until then, I'll see you on the next one.